All right, everybody, welcome back. MGM, MarketAbilities. We ditched Angie.
Yeah.
You know.
No, she's at the bottom of some lake somewhere. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Mom, please don't take away my phone.
No, she's got meetings, of course.
Yeah.
She's always got meetings, a billion things to do, especially when she's here in Carbondale.
Yeah, she's busy, man.
Yeah,
she stays
for sure.
on top of stuff.
So today it's just me and Wyatt, and it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about, well, you know what? First, if you haven't subscribed or liked the video, please do so. Please share. We love it when you guys do that, and we appreciate that you guys are listening and watching. I feel like I don't say that enough.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I think it's important to because people can forget about it. That's fine. That's fine. We all forget about things, but it's just important that they go down there and click like one or two buttons.
Right, because it helps out the channel and everything. Yeah, and leave us a review, preferably 5 stars.
Yeah,
if it's a 1 star, you can just maybe
we'll probably delete it.
You can just well, yeah, because we know how to do that. But
oh my god.
Okay. Anyways, so kind of we're just gonna talk about. Like, you're a college kid right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, are you just get done with your freshman year or sophomore year?
Well, I'm done.
Or you're in the middle of your sophomore year.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of my sophomore year. Yeah.
Cool. Mm-hmm. So, and you're probably, you grew up mostly like in the YouTube age where YouTube was just like, it was nuts.
It was all YouTube. It was all like, since I first remember like my mom getting an iPhone, like it was like, Mom, can I get your phone? Mom, can I get your phone? And then it turned into, once I got an iPod,
right, then
an iPad, like I was addicted, man. Like 3 a.m. Minecraft tutorials. like I'm telling you, I did it all. Yeah.
But even now though, now that you're in college, what do you look up on YouTube?
Honestly, like anything and everything. Like, YouTube's the most underrated school, I think, on planet Earth. Like, it's free tuition. And you can teach yourself literally just about anything, because there is and I think most people know this, but there is a video for anything you want to learn. Like, you can look up how to tie a tie, how to tie your shoes, how to do quantum theorem physics, like just random stuff. And that's something that like not quantum physics, but like I've looked into that with things relative to my schooling.
Yeah.
That might pertain to like a business degree or things that'll help me out in the future. Like I really, you can go on there. That's how a lot of kids, you don't even need a tutor anymore. Like you can go on there. If you don't understand a problem, you can look up a lesson like Khan Academy.
Yeah.
So basically that dude started off making videos just for his cousin, like his little cousin, to teach her how to do like this math.
Wow.
And over time he realized like, oh, like I've made like 1,000 videos, and he started an entire website, and now schools will go off that just because the tutorials are so good.
I didn't know that. I didn't know schools were going off of it.
Yeah. That's schools crazy. Use Khan Academy. Yeah.
Wow. So how does that compare then to like going to an actual college?
So,
with professors and everything.
Yeah. There's pros and cons to it, right? So the biggest one I think would be, it's sad to say, but a lot of people go very deep in debt from university work. Totally. That's sad. That's sad to think that you have to pay a lot of money to like better yourself and, become, a functional like member of society. Cause like,
to get a piece of paper to like tell people that you're a functional member of society. Yeah. Like, there's a lot of people out there who are, they're awesome. And they're probably even smarter than people who have went to school.
It's great. Well, I know from experience, cause I've met a lot of people that have degrees, and I've met people who like I've met people who have like PhDs and masters, and then I've talked to people who don't have either of those, and they are like wildly educated in certain fields, and it's just like but like it's almost a safety like piece of paper, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, totally.
It's like, hey, there's so much. Kanye wrote a line about it, but it was like it was something about being just comfortable because she was in college, you know what I'm saying? Which is true, because I feel that genuinely. Like, we as humans like need to have like a job or like a purpose like 24/7, or we feel like weird.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of comfort with me being like, oh, I've got schoolwork to do today, la-di-da-di-da. Like, even if it's not,
I'm checking it off the list.
I'm checking boxes, and you feel good, which is it's kind of weird, because in high school it's like you never wanted to do anything, and then now it's like, oh, this is my purpose. Like I'm a student, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess there's a lot of comfortability with it, but, like, I guess a university, the biggest gain from university compared to like learning on your own or from YouTube is the credibility. Definitely.
Sure. Yeah.
And maybe the people you meet.
Right. Yeah. I think one thing that I was going to point out, because like I have my own personal opinions about university, and I went to school and everything for audio. Probably didn't need to be honest, especially a lot of arts, you probably don't even need to. You just need to jump in and go.
Yeah.
But the one thing that I did appreciate was I had access to people who were very good at what they did. And, you know, with it, otherwise I probably wouldn't have had that, you know, just like jumping in. And so at the school that I went to is like, I had access to all these people who had been audio engineers for 30, 40, 50 years. Yeah. And I could literally email them any question. And since I was paying to go to that school, they were obliged to answer to give me a good answer. And obviously like they wanted to, you know, they wanted to help and do all that. But if I were to email them out of the blue, I don't know if they would answer back. Yeah. You know?
No, that's definitely an advantage of going to do that. You save a lot of time and energy because, well, I didn't really think about that until now even. Like they've probably seen every YouTube video and every like piece of like lesson and everything. So these people who are educated with 30, 40 plus years, that's just saving you energy and time by paying that money to do that. So I guess I do kind of get the trade-off there. Yeah. But at the same time, if you get somebody who, and I think majority of teachers and professors genuinely do it because they care about kids and they want to help people. Yeah. But I'm sure that like if you get a bad apple, you know what I'm saying, it's like I'm here to collect, you know, my rent and pass go. Yeah, and, you know, I don't really know much about the English language, or they use like because I'm pretty sure they get like sheets of like, you know, and I'm not knocking teachers. Like my aunt's a school teacher. I think it's great. Yeah. But like it's good if they really do care about the students, but if not, then it's, you know,
it's just a transaction.
Yeah, it's legit just a financial transaction, and you're getting a course from the internet that you could have done yourself. So I don't know.
Yeah, because I feel like if they're not putting their heart and soul into it, then they're not putting their spin on it, which gives you a unique experience and a unique look at things. Yeah. Which is a part of the whole point. You know, it's not like everybody's not going to teach the same thing the same way, because they're not the same person with the same history, with the same habits, and you know what I mean? Yeah. And so there's always something special about how if someone can integrate who they are in their teaching, that's what makes it special. That's why like some people like Tony Robbins he's very special, and that's why he tapped into that. Like, you know what I mean? And he makes whoever knows how much money now.
Yeah, it's yeah, but like that's the difference between using online courses and using in-person courses, because we all have teachers we remember. Oh yeah. From like way back, and we were just like, God, like I loved being in that person's class because they cared about me. Yeah. And they wanted to see me succeed, and they believed in me, and they pushed me, and and result of that, you become a much more educated person. Right. You know, compared to online work. And I've done both. I've done online classes and I've done in-person. Yeah. The difference is huge. The biggest one being is that I can look up a lot of answers on the online classes, but also, you know, you don't ever get a chance to really form that connection with the teacher.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. And also, I mean, it's like, I think education shouldn't stop at the college level, right? It's like once you graduate, like, I mean, I still buy audio courses, like production courses from people every year because I just want to get better. Yeah. And it's not that like I'm not great or anything and I can't do it. It's more like I want to see this guy's perspective and see what he does differently than I would do. And you know, because there's always ways to get better. Yeah. There's always someone who's better ahead of you.
Dude, that's what it's about. Like that's what I feel like that's a big part of like God's mission for us and why we're here. Like we just need to chase improvement. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. Because like the second you slow down, you kind of die like mentally and like a theoretical sense. A lot of people do die in their 20s because they're uninspired and they're demotivated, and it's not really their fault. It's just kind of how the world is. Yeah, it's just you have to be hungry, you know. And I think that that's something that can be taught by example. Definitely.
How do you think that can be taught?
Like hunger and desire and drive. Well, from personal experience, it was you kind of have like there's two responses to like I don't want to say controversial. What is it? Like a roadblock, right? Like let's just say roadblock, theoretical. Like a theoretical, we all have theoretical roadblocks, which is like
the
obstacle. Yeah, that's it. But you run into that and you have two options. You can either lay down or you can fight it. And if you fight it, you become stronger. Yeah. If not, your journey stops there.
Right.
So it's kind of, okay. So like it's taught in a way of like life teaches you, not necessarily a person, you know. I don't like, there's some confusion there. Like it's kind of yourself, but like you make the decision whether or not to keep growing or stop.
Right.
You know, and that's like what life is kind of. It's like you're going to hit a lot of obstacles and it's just like, do you lay down or do you fight?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But how do you know, see, this is the interesting thing is that there are some people who will fight and some people who won't.
Yeah.
But why? Like, why is not everybody fighting?
I guess it could be instilled in you by like people you've been around for a long time.
Yeah.
That could be a big thing. Definitely. Like I know my mom has a lot to do with me, like having a fire in me. Cause like, you know, I mean, who knows? Like if you grow up in a household where, and you know, everyone goes through different things, but if you grow up in a household where the quota is the bar set pretty low and it's just like, you know, go and, you know, do whatever. I don't really care. Sure. Like blah, 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 you know, and that's fine. You know, do whatever you want.
Do your homework and then you go play video games.
Yeah. You know, like it's a difference between like a parent saying, hey, like A's is like the bottom line. Like you go in, you make those A's and then you get rewarded. If not, you know, I'm not saying you get punished, but you don't get the reward.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, and then there's a parent that's like, again, nothing wrong with this, but hey, go in, do whatever you want, have fun. I'm gonna go to work, you know. And I guess that kind of just shows like the difference between the effort level. It's like maximizing your potential. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
Because if it's, I've seen a correlation between when people strive for something bigger, even if you fail, you did better than the people who weren't going that high.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For
you know what I'm saying? You failed and you won.
Right.
You know, which is, I guess the difference maker. It's really, I guess it is instilled in you from a young age.
Yeah. Well, so have you ever read the book Mindset by Carol Dweck? No,
I've not.
You should. It's a very good book. But basically, they did tests on kids early on where they're like, do they have a growth mindset or a I can't remember what they called it, but like a stagnant mindset, where basically, you know, it wasn't growth. I get what you're saying. It was like basically kids who think that they could grow into getting better at skills, and then kids who were naturally talented at those, but that's all they thought. They didn't know that like you had to work hard to get better. Yeah. And they followed them throughout their years. And all of the ones that had like a growth mindset starting as a kid were way more well off, happier, more successful than the kids who were maybe ultra talented naturally, but didn't have the growth mindset in them. So that's as far as they got because they were like, oh, this is how good I am.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess it's like down to just how you're wired. Like that's the basis.
But I think it's, I think it's a lot during your childhood. And I think it's a lot for the educational system to like, it's an opportunity for them to take hold of. Cause I mean, you could, we started going to school around 6, right? 6, 7.
Yeah.
And it's like, you could totally, in those classrooms, repeat over and over again. You can become successful if you work hard, if you put the effort in.
That's true. That's when you're first. I feel like
start programming their minds to.
Yeah, that's when problem solving comes in. You learn to solve the problems, or you fail, and then you get that. And that's like what we talked about earlier. Like you can choose to fight it, or you can choose to lay down.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a quote from I think it's a Nazi scientist. I know it's like it's not he meant it to be mean, but it's also like very eye opening. He said, if you give me a child until the age of 8, I will own that child forever. Yeah, because basically you learn most of your traits, your inner growth, whatever, before the age of 8.
Yeah, that's when people are the most moldable. I guess, and like I think that. I could be wrong, but I think that continues until like, I think even midlife where, like you're moldable until a certain point. Sure. And then I know this from my dad, but like at a certain point you become set in your ways. There's no negotiating. There's no like, cause this and you know that. and that's fact to you at that point.
Right.
So I guess it's important to learn and absorb as much as you can while you are moldable.
Yeah, but I mean, I've still seen people change in their 50s, 60s, and 70s, like radically change. But that's only if they want to.
Yeah,
and it's usually only when you hit like rock bottom.
Yeah, but it's probably rare for like.
Oh, it
someone
is. Yeah,
older
but I mean, it's like you need to come to that conclusion where it's like, oh crap, like everything needs to change.
Yeah,
and then you need to take the steps forward to do that. Not that it'll be easy, right? But that's what it is. Okay. Back to college. Okay. we kind of went off on a tangent there.
I don't know.
That was good.
Nazi scientists and whatever,
So what do you want to do when you get out of school? What's your plan?
Man, so like I have like multiple like passions, honestly, and like God's made me, I don't know why he's given me so many different ideas, but like my mind goes like 1,000 miles per hour. And it's like I want to be a superhero and an astronaut, whatever. But no, but like, I mean, I have a lot of like hobbies and passions. Like my first idea was to go be a professional basketball player, and obviously I stopped growing, so that kind of put a hindrance on it. But I mean, I played. Well, I just finished up probably what's going to be my last season.
Really?
Yeah, which is whatever. But
big sad.
Yeah, big sad. But I mean, I guess like that door's kind of closed, but like other doors are opening up.
Yeah.
I guess like I'm going to get my degree in integrated marketing with entrepreneurship. So, okay. And this changed already because it was business administration. I was thinking maybe I was going to be a financial advisor because I enjoy the stock market, and I enjoy the idea of passive income and making passive income for other people. Right. But I started to make more of a turn towards what my mom has done, because I feel like if I can, because she has a education in broadcast journalism and a background of like, she's an excellent speaker, probably one of the best speakers like of all time, like genuinely. I'm not like, but she never got the actual degree for like a digital marketing like kind of space. And if I feel like if I go in and I learn that along with, maybe I pick up some other things, maybe a few internships for some bigger places, I can help scale it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah.
But that's like my plan. If like, cause I actually, this, I like record some music, and like, the odds of that panning out aren't great, but it's something I enjoy. Totally. And like, if it were to happen, great. If not, right. I have plan B, C, D, whatever. And I just think it makes sense for me to grow what my mom started, like a generational kind of thing. Sure. Because that it's just like, it would be a loss for not only her, but for like me and my future generations if I were to just be like, no, I don't want it. Like, I'm good. Like,
sure. Yeah.
Or give it to whoever else. I think it's important that I appreciate what she's done. And I go in and I build off of it. Yeah, for sure. I think that's the responsible and the smart thing to do as well.
Yeah, for sure. What can growing media improve on?
Dang, man! Already, I feel like I'm in the CEO space right now. I'm getting interviewed. And
be careful, because I know your mom's gonna watch this.
Yeah, I know. I haven't even told her that previous part.
Really?
Yeah, I have not told her.
Oh,
that.
dude,
so she's in.
You should let her just watch this.
I am. I'm not gonna say anything. So like, I think growing media is really cool because I've seen it grow from, like, there was another location. Were you there at the old one?
I was never actually there. I visited, but I never actually worked with her then.
Okay, well, I was like younger and I never really understood any of it, but I kind of watched it like grow and like what it is now, and it's very impressive. I've seen, honestly, like, I think growing media is doing a great job, and I think that there's a lot of great people here that are very talented and like hardworking. I just think that it's a little out of touch with the younger audience, like genuinely, and that's not an insult. I think that maybe there's when I get older and I know more, I can come in and make more of a push towards my generation, and maybe the generation like slightly above me, like mid-20s,
sure,
you know, you know, they're like growing media is heavy on like television, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what your mom knows. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is. It's not her fault, but like I am 30 something years younger, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, right, yeah.
And I grew up in it with these people
totally
that I'm going to try to target.
Right.
So it just makes sense for me to go in and try to branch it out, because with her ability to tap into her audience and my ability to tap into my audience,
unstoppable.
You know, a lot double
Right.
the size.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Maybe even more so.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's just, you know, like I said, I'm still young. I have not gotten a bachelor's degree yet, or
you're good, man.
I might go for a master's, but you know, it's like, you just gotta, I guess just over time, just kind of keep learning, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not like jumping to anything currently, but just, I guess I'm going to continue to be a sponge and just soak up everything around me. And then when it's time, it's time.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's very cool and very unexpected.
Unexpected. I keep it low key.
All right, so I think we've ran out of time because Wyatt and I have gone off on 2 or 3 tangents now, which is mostly my fault. Just fine.
No.
But thank you guys for joining us today. Me and Wyatt will be back next week because Angie is in a lake still.
She's at the bottom of,
and I don't apologize for saying that. So,
dude, you're gonna get us in so much trouble. Man.
No, she's fine. If she's in the bottom of a lake, it's probably because she's filming a video at the bottom of a lake. For a client.
Yeah, she's got like scuba diving.
That's how far she will go for her clients.
She will, man. She will. I'm telling you.
All right, thank you guys for checking it out. We'll see you guys next week.
See y'all.